Greetings and welcome to Chaotic Beagle Entertainment. I am your host, Chaos, as always. Thank you very much for joining me today, everybody. We are doing another awesome, fun, and interesting, painful to watch deck tech. Today's deck tech is going to be on a commander that is very difficult to play, very fun to play when you can see that it gets its momentum and it starts popping off, and just one that it can be a little bit salty. So what we'll do is go ahead and get to rolling this one. So what we've got today is going to be come on, there we go. Piru the Volatile. Very hefty commander, very pricey commander to get off, but it can pay in huge dividends with the way that I have this deck built. So he is 2 with 2 red, 2 white, 2 black, and he is a 7/7 flying lifelink. Very hefty, very nasty, very scary. That's not the scariest part about it. That just kind of piles on top of the rest of this one. The rest of this one is, at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice Piru the Volatile unless you pay 1 red, 1 white, and 1 black. Again, not that bad. You know, he's got a bit of a downside, so this is the painful part. When he dies, he deals 7 damage to each non-legendary creature. Yeah. So, this is the rough part. So when he dies, he deals 7 damage. He's got lifelink, so when he dies and deals that 7 damage to each non-legendary creature, you gain 7 life from each creature he dealt that damage to. Normally, it's enough to kill most of them. They can have a lot of indestructible, which is fine, but let's say you've got somebody who's playing a token deck and they've got 50 tokens that are 1/1s. You now nuked all of them, and you now have 350 life. Yes, 350, because of this 7 life. Now, the downside of him, and part of how I have the deck built, he deals that to each non-legendary, so it's your own as well. Well, we've got a reason for that. We've got an answer for that one. So let's go ahead and showcase this guy. Very fun. Again, it's nice to get him out. He's a little bit difficult because of the red, white, black color scheme. What is it? Mardu, I think is what he is. A little bit difficult because you don't have any ramp, you don't have any draw, but very, very nasty if you are able to get him out. Very nasty. Very nasty if you're able to get him out, and very fun to watch him go off. So let's get to it. Let me show you some of the fun and interesting things that we have in this deck. All right, to start off, we have mountains. We've got 9 basics. Nothing fancy. 9 basic mountains. Next on the list is the swamps. We have 6 basic swamps. Easy, straightforward, right to the point. Plains. We have 6 plains. And for all the arts on these, I picked the Baldur's Gate D&D art set. Alright, next on the list, not the list, but the list, my list, the deck tech list, we have 12 unique lands. Let's get that focused in there. There we go. Alright, so 12 unique lands. Again, these are going to be pushing to get your land fixed and accumulated as much as possible, so that way you can get the stuff off that you need to get off. Being that this commander, again, is 8 mana, 3 colors, it is a hefty one, a difficult one to get out, but when it is, it starts rolling like a steamroller, and it is very fun to get out. So, Terramorphic Expanse, Exotic Orchard, Evolving Wilds, Vault of Champions, Ash Barrens, Haunted Ridge, Needleverge Path, which also on the back of this one is the Pillarverge Path. So whichever one, if you're needing a white, you're needing a red, you pick that one and go. High Market, Command Tower, Spectator Seating, Myriad Landscape, and Command Beacon, which is very nice. There's some ways in here to be able to cheat the commander out, so if you get them into your hand and then go from there, boom, there you go. Next item on the list, artifacts. Artifacts. Yeah. We have 12 artifacts in this deck. Soul Ring, Wayfarer's Bauble, Cauldron of Souls, Talisman of Hierarchy, Talisman of Indulgence, Well of Lost Dreams, Skyclave Relic, Talisman of Conviction, Archaeomancer's Map, Netherborn Altar, Aetherflux Reservoir, which this is a big time game ender because with Piru you are able to get a whole bunch of health built up. If you go and blow them up, you make copies of them, you do what you need to do to make multiples, get off that life, the life link, and then be able to just, here, boom, 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 you're dead, you're dead, you're dead. So that is one of my game ending cards right there. And Bolas' Citadel, which is another one that comes in really, really handy. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may play the top card of your library. If you cast this spell, you can pay life equal to its converted mana cost. Easy peasy with Piru. You can build up a whole bunch of life, and then you can do sacrifice 10 non-land permanents. Each opponent loses 10 life as well on top of that. So if not, I mean, it's got a lot of staying power, a lot of nukeability with this deck. Just got to be able to get the commander out and kind of get him rolling. So next up in line is enchantments. Alright, so enchantments, we have 8 in this deck. We have Gratuitous Violence, Smothering Tithe, Gift of Immortality, Greed, Splinter Twin, Sanguine Bond, Flameshadow Conjuring, and Animate Dead. So if something happens, your commander gets blown up, or you go ahead and sacrifice him, send him to the grave, and then you have this in your hand, boom, reanimate him, and just keep rolling with it. Very nice playability there. Alright, next up, we have the sorcery. Alright, for sorceries, we have 10 of these. So we got Primeval's Glorious Rebirth, Twin Flame, Unburial Rites, Reanimate, Rip Apart, Blasphemous Act, Faithless Looting, Heat Shimmer, Exhume, and Painful Truths, which is very nice. That one to pop off as well. So a lot of good stuff in there. Ways of duplicating. You know, you've got Heat Shimmer, created token that's a copy of target creature. If you do that on your own commander, there's a couple of ways of copying your commander. If you copy them, you got to pick one to sacrifice that dies. Basically, when it dies, the life linking explosion goes off. Once the life linking explosion goes off, you know, you gain all that life from everything that's out there, and then yeah, it's again, it's very fun. It's very It can be kind of toxic. It can be kind of salty if you've got somebody who's playing like a token deck and you're just nuking all their stuff. But, yeah. Oh, yeah. Alright, so instants. We have 11 instants in this one. We have Thrilling Encore, Supernatural Stamina, Malakir Rebirth, which is also a, it is a swamp on the back named Malakir Mire. So again, if you need land, it's a way to get it. But usually I don't even pay attention to that. I just keep it for the Malakir. Choose target creature. You lose 2 life until end of turn. That creature gains. When this creature dies, return it to the battlefield, tapped under its owner's control. So what you do is during the upkeep, then you go ahead, pop this off on top of the stack of Piru blowing up, and then boom, you know, he blows up, he comes back. And then you've got him again to be able to use him again later on. Village Rites. Undying Evil. Generous Gift. Burnt Offering. So this one's kind of nice. For 1 black, sack a creature to add that creature's casting cost in any combination of red and or black mana to your mana pool. So if you're really trying to blow something up, throw this on the stack. You sack Piru, he pops off, and then you can play whatever else you might have in your hand that you can nuke the board or just blow up somebody's face. Much older card with that Burnt Offering, but I saw that and I was like, yeah, I've got to put that in here. Stinging Study, Arc Bond, Brought Back, Grim Return. So again, target creature, choose a target creature card in the graveyard that was put there from the battlefield this turn. Put that card onto the battlefield under your control. So there's a lot of ways of reaching into your graveyard, pulling your commander back out if you've got it available. Very nice, very cool, very unpredictable as this deck can be. So I like it. I enjoy it. I don't play it a whole lot just because I have some buddies that play some token decks that would like to be able to actually play their decks and not have me nuke the board every other round and just have, you know, tons and tons of extra life going. So there is that. But it is fun for me. Alright, so creatures. We now have 24 creatures to show off here. So we've got Mog Maniac, a much older goblin there, but Mog Maniac is dealt damage. It deals an equal amount of damage to target opponent. So some of the creatures in this deck, when Piru blows up, it deals damage to this, and then I get to shoot an opponent in the face with the damage. Easy peasy. So if I'm doing, and there's ways of tripling the damage that Piru does, there's quadrupling it, there's doubling it, there's all kinds of different stuff that I can do to increase the damage that Piru is doing. So the more damage that my stuff takes, the more damage that, you know, target opponent is going to take. So, yep. Alright, Mog Maniac, Keeper of the Accord, Veto, Thorn of the Dusk Rose, Boros Reckoner, Arvad the Cursed, Esper Sentinel, Shadrix Silver Quill, Teysa Karlov, which that there is the full art foil secret lair that was recently put out. Since I have her in the deck, I had the regular card in the deck, and there was, you know, couldn't see a reason not to grab Teysa and throw her secret lair in here. Sad Robot, Solemn Simulacrum, Burnished Heart, Spite Mare, Stuffy Doll, another one that as Stuffy Doll enters the battlefield, choose a player. Whenever Stuffy Doll is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to the chosen player. And then you can tap Stuffy Doll to deal 1 damage to itself. And it's indestructible. So another great way of being able to just pick an opponent and blow them up with Piru's ability going off. Felden of the Third Path, Gerard, Weatherlight Hero. Priest of the Fell Rites. Terrolf, again, here we go. This is a huge one here. Another big-time game ender. Piru goes off. Whenever a creature, planeswalker, an opponent controls is dealt excess non-combat damage, Terrolf deals damage equal to the excess to any other target. Or any target other than that permanent. So, yeah, it's ridiculous. So I basically just blow up Piru, do all this extra damage. Hey, you had 100 1-1s. Well, they all take 7 damage. And then the excess, which is going to be 60 damage, because, 100 of them taking 6 damage is going to be, it's 700 damage. So you got 100 1-1s. It's going to be 600 damage that you get to just basically choose in increments of 6 to just pop off wherever else you want. So, yeah. Gadrick the Crown Scourge. Vizkopa Guildmage. Chainer Nightmare Adept. Bladewing the Risen. Ravaz of the Claw. Brash Taunter, another one that, again, all non-legendary, each non-legendary creature takes damage from Piru. So Brash Taunter is on that list. He takes a bunch of damage, and you get to shoot somebody else in the face with it. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Brionne Stout Arm. And Hellkite Courser, which is a great one to be able to get your commander out of the command zone. Let's say somebody's countering him and you just can't get him out of there. Then with Hellkite, Command Beacon, something, get him into your hand to be able to try and cast him for a normal casting cost. A lot of mana rocks in here. A lot of different ways to try and even out the fact that you don't have like green ramp and blue draw. We've got some white draw. We've got some other stuff in here. But very much a very fun deck. Very lovely. I enjoy it. I play it on occasion, and it just does a great job. It really does. Very fun, very interesting. Something a little different. Not a lot of people play, ones that are like this. So I thought it was a worthwhile deck to build. So, all right. That is it for me today. I am Chaos with Chaotic Beagle Entertainment signing out. Thank you all for joining me and hanging out and watching this video. If you like to see more videos like this, please do like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you get notified when we do more videos. If you have suggestions on stuff you would like to see, then let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I'm out of here. You guys have a happy, safe, and fun day. I will see you in the next video. Take it easy. Later.